Hello, and welcome back in for some more contradiction. So last time we got more people lying to us, which seems to be the norm. I don't know why it's so okay for them to lie to a detective, but all right. So we got, as you can see over on the right, we got Paul in several contradictions. He lied about not dating students when he tried to date Emma. More importantly, though, we found out about Lisa, who believes that like all of Atlas are like devil worshippers, and she was an interesting character. But yeah, they started doing like some kind of aptitude test, which seems to be mostly what medications are you on and do you have any mental illnesses, and that's about it. To me, that doesn't necessarily mean you're a good fit for this course, but hey. Yeah, so let's go ahead and jump in. We are at 10 p.m. I'm not really sure where I'm supposed to go now. Let's go hang out in here.
I really don't think it's my place, darling.
It is your place here.
I just don't want to tell tales.
Tell him about Simon.
Wow.
You know what happens when you don't do as I say.
So it's going to be that kind of evening, is it?
If you play your cards right.
Only if you deal. Problems? Hello, Inspector. See you later.
All right. What was that?
Well, isn't that interesting?
Huh. All right. Cool. I guess. Guess we'll talk to
A few more questions, if you don't mind.
Rebecca.
The cupboard downstairs, there's a lot of unopened stuff in it.
Is there?
Prescriptions. Made out to you.
Oh, they're just spare painkillers. The chemist always gives us too many. He's a friend of the family.
Huh. So she's got this cupboard of prescriptions, but earlier this she said she didn't like taking medication. Yeah, it doesn't take any drugs or medicines.
Aha.
'Cause I remember her saying that. I thought it was weird.
You don't take any medicines except for prescription painkillers.
Well, they're not actually for me. They're Ryan's. For some reason, the chemist always makes them out to my name. He's an old gentleman.
Does Ryan need prescription painkillers?
Yes, he's got arthritis.
Really? He's young to suffer from that, isn't he?
He doesn't have it badly, but he does need medication from time to time.
What medicine is it?
I couldn't tell you, to be honest. Ryan will know.
So Ryan's the one using the prescriptions.
Right.
I think I might have a word with him, work out exactly what this medicine is.
That doesn't seem right. Have a
Thank you.
prescription made
Probably
out
be
in
back
someone
later.
else's name. But okay. Let's go hang out with you guys. Oh wait, what's going on? I was just gonna ask him about Ryan's arthritis. Oh, he's just dropping shit everywhere, isn't he?
Bit careless, Simon. Probably nothing important, but at this stage, I need all the clues I can get.
This also seems very bright for 10 p.m. Here it's like pitch black outside at 10 p.m. All right. Let's go talk to
few
Simon.
more
You just
questions,
drop
if you don't
crap
mind.
everywhere. It's unlikely Simon would know about the prescriptions in the medical cupboard at the pub. Yeah, but do you know about his arthritis?
Did you know about Ryan's arthritis?
Ryan? He's got arthritis?
Apparently.
Oh, I didn't know. I hadn't noticed he had any problems.
Yeah. Why did they put a cane?
I think you dropped this outside. Someone you know.
Oh, this is just from some IT guy I met. I don't need it.
Fair enough. I noticed some numbers on the back. Do you need these?
I don't know. What is it?
1905?
Oh, yeah, that's just a pin for something. It's okay, I can remember it.
So not an offshore savings account or anything?
No, it's not important.
That's weird, but alright.
Is this yours?
Yeah. That's from my keys. Where did you find that?
Just outside.
You dropped it all over the floor.
Oh, it must have come off when Nathan dropped my keys off. He was borrowing my car.
That's very trusting.
Yeah, I suppose it is. I am a bit too trusting, really. It's a new car as well.
Yeah, I've heard in the UK they really don't let people borrow each other's cars. Over here, it's not as weird. I've had my boss let me borrow her car once, or offered to. I didn't actually drive it, but it's fairly common.
That's all for the moment. Thank you.
Right. What about you? Do you know about?
Did you know about Ryan Round's arthritis?
Arthritis? I didn't think Ryan had arthritis.
Yeah, I thought that was kind of weird.
Have you seen this before?
Nope. Sorry, never heard of him.
What about this?
And what do you know about this?
This is Simon's. I bought this for him when we were on holiday. Has he lost it?
He dropped it.
He can't keep anything.
All right.
Be back later on, if that's okay.
I meant to talk to Simon
A
again.
couple more questions, if that's okay.
Where is it? You've got... Bike is your only way to get to work, and you own a car?
Aha.
So the bike's the only way you can get to work, yes?
Yeah.
What's wrong with the car?
I can't drive the car yet, can I? I don't have my license.
Right.
I got a windfall from an insurance payout. Just figured I'd buy something sensible with it straight away instead of wasting the money.
What was the insurance payout?
It was for a laptop. It got stolen down at Atlas.
At Atlas?
Well, they didn't break in. I think they just walked in and took it. The laptop was in a storeroom, but I think the lock was broken, to be honest.
Doesn't sound like they're taking their security very
A
seriously.
laptop?
Actually, it got a lot better after that.
Think I'll check it anyway.
Let you buy a
Must have
car?
been a very nice laptop to be able to
Yeah.
buy a car with the insurance. Or a very cheap car.
Yeah,
Might have
that
to have a talk with
too.
Ryan about his security measures.
Okay, Emma, do you know anything about
Okay, that's it for now. Thank
stolen
you.
laptop? It's gonna bounce between you two.
Did you know about Simon's laptop being stolen?
Yeah, because it had all my college work on it, which I hadn't backed up or saved. Not that it mattered much, but I did buy a new one. And Simon uses it now, when I let him.
Alright.
Thank you.
I think I'm
Probably
actually
back
done
later.
talking to you now. Right. Ryan, what is the deal with your arthritis?
A few more questions, please. Thank you.
Okay, so let's start with this.
Do you know what the medicine in the cupboard at the pub is for?
You'd better ask Rebecca about that. I'm not exactly sure what's in there. She tends to keep her wares under lock and key. Do you know, our wedding night was quite a surprise.
Some things I don't need to know, Ryan.
Tell me about your arthritis.
Oh, you found out about that. Well, yes, I'm old before my time.
It's very unlucky to
Not
have it so
that
young.
funny.
Well, I take a lot from life, Inspector. And sometimes life likes to give you a little bit back. I mean, it's not too bad, it's not too debilitating. It's mainly some in my right hand, some in my left hand. It's not particularly a problem. Makes it difficult to hold small things, though.
What do you take for it?
I get a prescription painkiller.
How often do you need that?
Not often, as and when. I keep some here, I keep some at home. It's not a problem.
Huh. I need to ask you about this, the keeps painkillers at work and home, but I will come back to that, I think.
Know anything about this?
No, I don't. I'm sorry. We have our own IT chap. Lovely chap, in fact. Fat and sweaty, though. It's like a double act, doesn't it?
At least you make yourself laugh. Okay.
Have you seen this before?
No, sorry.
All right.
Were you at Atlas when Simon's laptop was stolen?
Oh, I believe I was, yes. It was taken from the storeroom in the hallway.
Was it ever recovered?
No, we didn't catch anyone. We're quite exposed out here. Somebody could just have wandered along the lane, seen into the storeroom. It's not particularly secure. They could have been in and out within minutes. That's why we advise people to keep their valuables with them. You can't be too careful these days, Inspector.
Yeah. I need to ask you about that as well, it not being particularly secure. I just have to find it. Okay, so first thing, where would it have been under? No. There's no interest, no student has ever, doesn't allow drugs or alcohol, but you keep painkillers at work. No. Okay, not that one. What else was there? Doesn't keep any medicines on site. I knew there was one. You said something about it's not allowed.
Aha.
So, you don't keep any medicines on site at Atlas?
No.
Except your prescription painkillers.
Well, these are not available to the students.
But they are kept on site.
Yes, but they're locked away. They're kept in the storeroom. Nobody would have access to them.
You're sure about that?
Absolutely sure.
And what are the painkillers, Ryan?
They're painkillers. Just painkillers. Normal painkillers.
Paracetamol, codeine, morphine.
Well, all right, they're morphine tablets, yes.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, really?
Oh, come on, Inspector. I know what you're thinking, but there's no way Kate could have had access to them.
Because they're in the storeroom.
Well, not just that. She wouldn't have even known about them, or where they were.
Sure about that?
Yes.
That seems kind of
So it is
strong
morphine
for
Ryan's taking. The pieces are starting to come together. Now I just have
arthritis
to
that's
work
not
out how
severe.
Kate got hold of it. If it was Ryan's morphine she got hold of course.
Yeah. Well, about that. It's not particularly secure, but you keep it in a secure storeroom?
Aha.
Dude.
So the storeroom isn't particularly secure, yet you keep your morphine tablets in there. I thought you said no one could get access to the morphine, but they could, quite easily, couldn't they, Ryan?
I didn't mean that storeroom. I meant a different storeroom. I keep them
Oh.
there.
Okay, so where was it locked up?
It's upstairs. It's got a combination lock on it. Nobody could have access to it except me and Dad. Nobody.
I might have a look at that if you don't mind.
Don't mind at all.
A combination locked room, I see. Well, I might have a look around for that. See how secure and combination locked it really is.
Yeah. What was that pin that was on the back of this, eh?
Thank you. Probably be back later.
Huh. Ooh, upstairs. Wow. Jenks is booking it. Can I use the... Yeah. Real secure there, Ryan.
Welcome to the mirror room. This exercise is all about identifying the difference between the image one presents to the world and one's real self, which lies deep in our unconscious. As you move through the network of mirrors, practice seeing yourself as a stranger. The more you separate from your persona, the more aware you will become of your true desires and ambitions. Chant with us. I am free from my image. I am free from my past. I am free from myself. I am free from my image. I am free from my past. I am free from myself. I am free from my image. I am free from my past. I am free from myself. This exercise involves the use of liberation masks. You have now completed Module 1. Module 2 covers boundary testing, threshold testing, and extreme testing. Please read the notes carefully before attempting the module.
What on earth did we just walk in on? Right.
Ask you a couple more things, please.
Yeah, what the heck?
Can you tell me what you know about the mirror room upstairs?
Oh, you found that then. Well, it's very similar to the costumes, Inspector. It's designed to help the students look at themselves differently.
And what do you do with the mirrors?
You look at yourself, Inspector. You look at yourself until you start seeing yourself as others do. And you don't see yourself as you do anymore. It really, the idea is that you can see yourself eventually any way you wish.
So why in a locked room?
To make sure you're not distracted, that's all.
How often is
Really?
it used?
Not often, a few times a month. Some students find it useful, some don't.
Okay.
That's all for the moment, thank you.
Sure. I'm gonna leave now. Wrong thing. Map. Simon. You lied to me about what this pin was. At least I feel like you did.
Just a few more questions, if you don't mind. Do you know about the mirror room at Atlas?
Yeah.
What's it used for?
Well, it's mainly for the auto-hypnosis module. You go in and you stare into the mirror and you go into a trance. Then when you're ready, you come back out.
So you just go in whenever you want to?
Oh, no. There's certain times when you're allowed in, and only they know the combinations anyway, so you can't really get in.
But you don't know the combination?
No.
Dude, why does everybody gotta lie to me? I don't like being lied to. Yeah, there's an Ellie block in my monitor. So, you said you know the combination to the locked mirror room, but you wrote this pin on the back of the card. Come on now.
So you didn't know the combination to the locked mirror room?
Nope.
Except you'd written it down, hadn't you? This is the combination to the mirror room, Simon, that you wrote. It isn't a pin, it's a combination.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Stop
see,
lying to me.
This sort of thing makes me suspicious, Simon. What were you doing in there that you didn't want anyone, including me, to find out?
It's just part of the course, isn't it? I just wanted to go in there when I was ready.
On your own? You didn't give the number to anyone else?
No.
Simon, there was morphine kept in that room that might have played a part in Kate Vine's death. Did Kate have the number?
Yes, okay. We both went in.
Together?
We were trying to outdo each other. We both tried to morph in.
What do you mean trying to outdo each other?
It's part of the course. To see how far you can push yourself. To see if you could do something you wouldn't normally do.
When was this?
A few months ago.
How often did you try it?
Only that once. I'd never do it again.
How about Kate?
I don't know. Sorry.
Yeah.
Stop lying to me.
So that's how Kate got the morphine. But what exactly does this testing involve? Could this have been what killed Kate? 11 o'clock. Just an hour left to solve this thing.
Yeah. Well, the hell am I? I'm at the pub again. Let's go. Let's look around a bit, because there seems to just be like events that happen when the time changes. So this way. Anything up here? Okay. No. Just his feet. Okay.
Just keep pushing. Just keep
What
pushing.
the
Keep pushing. Keep pushing. You can push it all the way in, Tom, if you want to. Excellent, Tom.
Excuse me. Would someone care to tell me exactly what's going on here?
Don't come any closer.
That man needs a doctor.
No, he doesn't.
I don't need a doctor. I'm fine. Go away.
What is this?
A test.
Of what?
What does it look like? It's a threshold test. A pain threshold test. I thought, you were supposed to be good at working things out, Inspector Jenks.
And so this would be for Atlas, would it? Kyle?
You disappear now.
It's not a good idea to talk to a police inspector like that.
Do you want me to make you?
It's okay, Tom. Mr. Jenks won't be bothering us anymore.
Wow.
Don't make any rash commitments.
Those two are definitely interesting. I don't
Well.
like them.
You really should take more care of your things, Ryan. Is your keys, Kyle?
No.
So that's threshold testing, is it? Sticking a skewer through your hand? I could just ask Ryan or Paul directly about this, but I think I'll bide my time. See what I can do with this key fob first.
Alright. Understood. Here? Oh, no, that's not what I meant to do.
Ask about a few more things, please.
Bye. Sorry to bother you. Like the face he made when he used it.
Bingo. Well, Ryan, what have
Wow.
you been up to? Be very interesting to see how he explains this one.
Alright, let's see if anything else changes now that... Am I going the right way? What the heck? It's still really bright for like 11 o'clock at night. What was that? In here? This could be the other one. Yeah, okay, let's check. Yes, magnifying glass. Clark's. Some shoes, eh?
So James is interested in poppy pods, is he? I think he's got some explaining to do.
Right, so there's a new thing.
Couple more questions.
Hi,
if that's okay.
James. What you up to? Okay. Just making sure I covered everything.
Recognize this at all?
No.
Yeah, he fixed my laptop.
Oh.
Does he live locally?
I think so.
Why does he look so disturbed by that? What about this?
Seen this before?
Don't think so.
Okay. What about... No, you don't know about that. You don't know about that.
What can you tell me about several boxes of dried poppy pods in the greenhouse back there?
Feel free to take some if you want.
What are they for, James?
Decoration? Why?
Decoration.
There's a big market for them among the over 70s.
So what are you doing with them?
Selling them to grannies.
Okay, James, let's just cut to the chase. Are you extracting opium from them?
Me? I can honestly say I've never done anything like that, Inspector.
Sure about that?
Scout's honour.
And who was the guy delivering them?
A friend. Someone gave them to him. He asked me if I wanted them. I said I'd have a look and see if I liked them.
You just thought you'd have a look? No particular reason?
I'm a plant scientist, that's what I do.
Have you ever sold them to anyone else?
I only got them a few minutes ago.
In the past. You know Kate's body had opium in the blood when it was found?
No, I didn't. Hey, that's nothing to do with me.
How about you start talking?
Be back later on, if that's okay.
Come back to him later. I don't know of anything offhand that I can catch him out on. Oh no. I don't want to talk to this guy. I hate this guy.
Please?
Okay. What can I ask him about?
When did Ryan begin to suffer from arthritis?
Ryan doesn't suffer from arthritis.
Really?
The only thing that Ryan suffers from is a pathetic inability to deal with any kind of discomfort. He pulled his back sometime last year. Since then, he's going around telling everybody he suffers from arthritis.
I thought he had medication for it.
Oh, he only has medication because his GP, who is almost as dysfunctional as he is, keeps prescribing it for him.
So you don't believe he really has arthritis?
Not at all.
Interesting.
Do you know who this is? Dean Hayfield, Aztec.
Sorry, never heard of him. We have some prisoner sort who
Wow.
does our IT. Large guy. No manners.
Kind of like someone else I know, Paul. He's not gonna
Seen
know
this
this.
before anywhere?
No.
And what do you know about Simon's laptop being stolen from Atlas?
Oh, no, I wasn't happy about it.
What did you do about it?
Ryan paid a con man to install a complicated CCTV system at twice the price that it would probably have cost. Seemed to do the trick, though. We haven't had a theft since.
Interesting. Okay. About this mirror
Can you
room.
tell me about the room with the mirrors at Atlas? The one with the combination lock?
How did you get in there?
I was given the code for the combination.
By Ryan?
Well, nobody else is allowed to know the code, are they?
And not in theory.
So how is the room used on the course, then?
It's a meditation room where the students can reflect on themselves, literally.
And what about the CD?
That helps too. It's part of the program.
So you send the students into the room, they put the CD on, they stare into the mirrors. And how long does this last for?
Until the CD finishes or they fall asleep. What else would you like to know?
God. Be a bigger ass. Okay.
Now, why do you think Ryan might want to give Kate a cheque for £500?
I've really no idea. Where did you find it?
Just outside.
You better ask him.
You think Ryan was interested romantically in Kate?
I know he has a weakness for blondes, but I didn't think it had gone so far as his offering them cash.
What do you know about poppy pods?
Nothing.
Poppy pot?
Ever come across anyone selling them, using them?
No.
All right.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
Unfortunately, I probably will be back later. Ugh. Rebecca.
Ask you a couple more things, please. Have you seen this before?
No.
Yeah, okay, that was easy.
Do you know anything about this?
No, sorry.
Do you know anything about a locked room at Atlas with mirrors in it?
Not
Really
off the top of
creepy
my head,
room?
no, I think that's a question for Ryan.
Ooh. Best not to ask Rebecca about the money for Kate. Yeah, you think?
What do you know about poppy pods?
Go on.
Ever come across anyone trying to sell them or anything like that? Maybe even in here?
Not that I remember.
Then why are you...
That's
an
it for the
odd
time being.
reaction.
Thank you.
Okay, bye. Let's go try you two again.
A few more questions, if you don't mind.
I've asked you about all of this. Poppy pods.
Odd question, but have you ever seen anyone handling dried poppy pods?
Poppy pods? As in, for opium? No. Though James did have opium tea once, I think.
Where did he get it from?
Oh, I don't know. I didn't ask. James does his own thing.
What does opium tea taste like?
I don't know. I didn't try it.
Really?
I didn't want to risk it, did I? I went to hospital once. I had codeine and I went into anaphylactic shock. The doctor said it was an opium derivative, apparently, so...
So you're allergic to opiates, but you took morphine tablets? What do you...
Aha. You and Kate took morphine in the mirror room. That's what you said, isn't it?
Yeah.
But you're allergic to opiates, Simon. Opium. You didn't take the morphine at all, did you?
Well, no, I didn't. Kate did, though.
I thought you were trying to outdo each other. That was the point, wasn't it?
We weren't trying to outdo each other as such.
Go on.
Did you lie to her about
Ryan
it?
wanted me to test Kate. To see how far she would go to be prime candidate.
What candidate?
Prime candidate. It means the best person in the group, basically.
What do you mean, test her?
But you do it in pairs. One person's the tester, it's me, and the other person's the...
victim?
Well, it's not like that. It's completely consensual. It's just boundary testing. Ryan wanted me to test Kate.
Because they thought she was the best student.
Well, maybe. I don't know. I just did what I was told, okay?
Except you decided to give her morphine. To break the law.
Well, I can't change that now, can I? She didn't die of a morphine overdose, did she?
She died because she drowned. But she drowned for reasons that aren't clear.
Atlas seemed to have this all neatly worked out. If Simon's telling the truth, Atlas are lighting the fuse and then retiring to a safe distance, letting students test themselves and push themselves to their limits while avoiding all comeback. Is this what happened to Kate?
Wow, Simon.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
Emma, what you got to say?
Do you know about the mirror room at Atlas?
The mirror room? No, I heard about it, but I think it was only for the students later on in the course. Something like that.
What do you mean she wouldn't know about the money? She was like friends with Kate.
Strange question. Have you ever known of anyone selling dried poppy pods?
Poppy pods? Don't think so. Isn't that opium?
Kind of. It's okay.
She looks very like, what?
Do you know what a prime candidate is at Atlas?
Yes, it's what every student wants to be. It's the best student. Apparently you get a great high-paid job afterwards. I don't think that really happens, though.
Did you know anyone in the running to be prime candidate?
What, like Simon? I don't think they picked Simon, to be honest. Well, he's got too many morals, and you can't have both at Atlas.
That's all for the moment. Thank you.
Morals, but he was giving her morphine. All right, Ryan. It all comes back to you every time, doesn't it?
A few more questions, if you don't mind.
Yeah, what about this
Would
money?
you like to explain what this is, please, Ryan? £500 intended for Kate. It fell out of your car. At least I assume that's your car on the driveway at Brandon House.
I suppose so.
So why were you going to give Kate £500, Ryan?
It was just a little incentive, that's all. Just a little incentive.
Not very little, Ryan. £500.
She was a A very good student. We heard that she was leaving. We wanted to give her something.
But you didn't.
Well, obviously not.
Are you sure there wasn't any other reason you might want to give her this? Personal reason?
No!
Well, I'd like to keep hold of this for a little while, if you don't mind.
Well, don't consider it a bribe, will you, Inspector?
Wow.
Know anything about poppy pods? Come across anyone selling them or anything?
Poppy pods? Well, don't tell anyone, Inspector, but I hear that you can make opium out of those. Why do you ask?
Doesn't matter. Now, tell me what a prime candidate is.
You're learning a lot, aren't you, Inspector? Prime candidates are simply the best students, the ones with the most potential.
And what benefits do they get from that?
Well, they get the top job.
Which is?
Well, we have a deal with various multinationals. We train students to be exceptional, truly exceptional. And they get a wonderful top job. It's a very simple deal.
And how do you decide who the prime candidate is? Do you test students?
No.
Did you ever, say, ask Simon to test Kate, for instance?
Oh, you've actually been speaking to Simon, haven't you? I really wouldn't trust anything that Simon Thompson says. You know, he spent the best part of 2 months trying to undermine Kate. No. Now, Simon Thompson, it really isn't my place to speculate, but if you're looking for motives, Inspector, he certainly had a few motives. More than I.
A motive to kill her, do you mean?
Now, that's very interesting, Inspector. Well, that's up to you to decide.
Point fingers at everybody else there, Ryan. Okay. A little incentive. Didn't he say that they don't do that? No. Where did he say it? Students aren't coerced or bribed in any way, but we were going to give her this little incentive.
Aha. So, students aren't coerced or bribed in any way, except Kate.
I'm not sure what you mean.
You said you were going to give Kate the £500 as an incentive. That's coercion, isn't it?
I really don't think you could call it coercion, Inspector. It was an incentive, that's all, a little encouragement.
So, how often do you use incentives?
Okay, incentive is probably the wrong word. The money was just to see how Kate would respond. It was part of her assessment.
Assessment?
We have to assess students as they progress. We don't use conventional methods like sitting an exam or anything like that. People pay for this course per session. We have to know if they're committed or not.
So you're assessing their progress and testing their commitment?
Yes, we are. We have to. This is a business, not a charity.
So Ryan's claiming the money was part of Kate's assessment. And did this assessment also involve threshold testing, I wonder? Or was the money for something else?
Students aren't tested. But you were testing. Where did that go? Did it go under here? You gave the money to test.
Aha.
You big fat liar.
Well, which one is it, Ryan? Do you test students or not?
Well, some of them, yes.
Including Kate?
Yes.
Why was she being tested?
She was being tested because... Because we wanted to see if she was good enough to become prime candidate, okay?
So Kate
Woo.
was in the running to be prime candidate?
Yes!
And did you ask Simon to test her?
Yes, I did. But I didn't ask him to do anything stupid. He knew it was against course rules.
How far did you ask him to push her?
I didn't ask him to push her. I asked him to test her. There's a huge difference.
Wow.
If Simon decided to give her too much caffeine or morphine or whatever, that's his responsibility. So if he did anything wrong, it was his own responsibility. He did it with his own mind and his own hand. We had nothing to do with it.
Whoa, dude.
Midnight, and still no suspect, unless you count everyone I've interviewed. It's no surprise that Ryan wants to avoid any suggestion of being responsible for Kate's death, but I wonder if the man protests just a little too much.
Yeah. Jeez, man. Dude. He was screaming at us. Okay.
A couple more questions, if that's okay.
Yeah.
What are prime candidates?
The best of the bunch. The peaches.
And so what does it mean to be a prime candidate?
Success. We have a special relationship with many major international companies. We provide them with our best students. And they get an instant job.
And what do you get out of it?
Well, it's a little kickback. It's just business, Inspector.
Mm-hmm. Really don't like his smile that he does like that.
Was Kate
that
a
smirk
prime candidate?
Well, as Ryan has probably already told you, yes, she was.
Did you ask Simon to test her?
Yes, it's company policy. Leaders don't get involved.
And it
That's
covers your
convenient.
back, of course.
Well, nobody knows the students better than they do, Inspector. It's much better to let them just work it out among themselves.
It isn't very professional to force students to test each other to the point where one of them gets killed, Paul.
We don't force students to do anything that they don't want to do, Inspector.
So you don't force them into being tested?
No, we don't encourage anybody to hurt or offend anybody else here.
You don't use threshold testing, for instance?
No. If Simon Thompson went too far with Kate, that's his responsibility, not ours. He's the one you should be speaking to, if truth be told. I don't trust him myself.
Mm-hmm. It's so convenient that they're having the students do this work for them. He said that that CD in the room was saying as module 2, it did like threshold testing and a couple other things. But he said they don't do threshold testing.
Aha. You say you don't endorse threshold testing, that's the phrase, isn't it?
Yes.
Except you do, Paul, because you told me that the students use that CD in the mirror room. I've listened to that CD, and it very clearly mentions threshold testing. You keep batting this away, Paul. We don't really use hypnosis. The students aren't really tested, but I am this close to launching a full-scale investigation.
Look, we get a kickback from these students, and they have to be exceptional. Of course we have to test them. That doesn't mean we do anything illegal. What do you think we do? Bump off the ones we don't like?
Well, that depends on how far you push them, doesn't it?
Well, we certainly don't kill them. Nobody here wanted Kate dead.
I'm sure they didn't. But what do you expect, Paul, when you put students under that much pressure?
She was a very, very valuable student. She was worth a lot to the business.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
And how much would that be?
Well, if you really want to know, 50 grand.
She was worth 50 grand?
Yes.
What, you were selling her?
Of course we were selling her. You don't get this, do you? We make perfect employees. Month after month. That's all we do.
What do you mean, perfect employees?
What big business needs, Inspector, more than anything else, is none of this altruistic, goody-goody crap. What we look for is people with ambition, no ethics. Push.
Wow.
Greed is good, all right? We don't deal with all this comfort stuff. The survival of the fittest. That's all there is. There's no higher purpose, no big plan. There's nothing at the end of the rainbow, except what you have and you can enjoy in the here and now.
And what do you enjoy now, Paul?
You're going to have to excuse me, Inspector. I'm a very busy man. I've got work to do.
Oh.
I'll see myself out.
I think we touched a nerve.
Lovely man, your father.
Shut the gate on your way out.
I don't think either of them like me very much. Poor Jenks. Oh, we gonna eavesdrop?
He's doing his level best to shut this place down. Get rid of him. He's a policeman. We can't just... You sort this, Ryan. You man up and you sort it. Tonight.
Wow. You might want to stay away from Kyle.
That doesn't sound good. Two totally morally bankrupt men are plotting to get rid of me. It's midnight.
Yeah.
I don't have any backup and I don't even have a mobile phone. This is potentially quite bad.
Yeah.
What's Kyle got to do with it? I think I might make my way over to Atlas while Ryan isn't there. Maybe lock myself in.
Yeah. Okay. Simon here?
A few more questions, please. Thank you.
How do you think you'd have reacted if you'd found out that Kate had been chosen to be prime candidate?
Is that... was she?
I'm just asking how you think you'd react.
I don't know. I wouldn't react in any way, really. I'm not bothered. I don't think she was, though.
What makes you think that?
Well, it's just an impression I got. You know, she's a bit flaky, to be honest. She's just not really prime candidate material.
Be back later on, if that's okay.
Damn. I suppose it was too much to hope that Ryan had left the place open.
All right. Well... Why is stuff always happening in here?
Prove to me that you're man enough to do this, Kyle, and then you can deal with that ridiculous
What
noise,
the
Inspector.
hell?
What is this? What the hell? Scotland Yard. Not hell. Hello, Ryan.
Hello, Inspector. What are you doing here?
Inspecting. So, come on. Let's have it.
I don't think you'd understand, Inspector. The best thing that you can do is turn around, go away, and leave us to it.
Knife.
What?
That knife gives me a perfect right to stick my nose in, investigate, and interfere.
This is all part of the Atlas course. It's a physical endurance exercise.
Drop the knife. The knife, Kyle!
Kyle.
Drop it!
Drop it.
Not looking 100% brilliant for you, Ryan.
Well, please, Inspector, you've poked your nose into Atlas's affairs enough times to know that imaginative flair is part of the course's success. Our lessons are reinforced by a unique emotional experience.
Terror?
It's an extremely evocative tool.
Well, it's a good job you're not in charge of
Wow.
the national curriculum.
Now look, Inspector, I know what you're trying to do.
I feel like half this town needs to be
But
locked
believe
up.
me, Atlas had nothing to do with the deaths of those people.
Eyewitness account of a satanic sacrifice in the woods. That's not what we call circumstantial evidence, Ryan.
Simon,
Now, I saw Simon walking home with Kate last Friday after the meeting. Now, Simon had some strange idea that he was in the running to become prime candidate. Well, a knob of butter has more chance of becoming prime minister. Oh, wait.
So are you telling me that
Simon killed her? Well, it seems reasonable. It's likely, isn't it?
Really?
more likely than you, Ryan?
Pig!
I know. Police brutality. It's all right. Are you okay?
Well, that was weird. No thanks. No, yeah, I'm all right. No.
You save someone from being sacrificed, and that's the thanks you get. If that wasn't an occult ceremony, I don't know what is. The Rands have been lying all along. But
Yeah.
what's Simon going to say about Ryan's accusation?
Okay, so Simon. Ryan says you killed Kate.
Ask you a couple more things, please.
Yeah.
What would you say if I said it's been suggested that you were seen walking home with Kate after Atlas last Friday?
What? By who?
The same person who suggested that you wanted Kate out of the picture because you found out she was in the running to be prime candidate.
What? Who said that?
Just a question.
I didn't think I was in the running. It was Ryan, wasn't it?
I am in no position to say.
It was Ryan.
Simon, calm down.
No, I can
It
prove
was Ryan.
Kate's driving license, give it to me.
Why?
Kate's driving license, please. See that pattern on the tape there? Let me show you something. See this pattern?
Oh.
Now look at that.
Yep.
It's the same pattern. This has come from the same roll of tape as this.
So?
So there's only one person that's taped like that. Ryan.
Really?
He gave me this piece of tape when I was in his office once. Why has Kate's driving license got a piece of Ryan's tape on it?
I have no idea, Simon.
Where did you find it?
Oh, by the lake.
Well, it's obvious, isn't it? Ryan was testing her. He was
Drowned
doing
her.
a boundary test to see how much she would do, how far she would go to be a prime candidate. But it all went wrong. Okay. It's one of the things we do at the course, right? You give something that's important to you to someone else, then they go and hide it somewhere. It's to teach you to not be bothered when you lose something that's important to you, all right? Kate gives her driving license to Ryan. Ryan goes and hides it somewhere down the lake. Kate finds out, she goes down looking for it, probably drunk, and she falls in.
Wow.
I'm afraid I find that a bit far-fetched, Simon.
It makes perfect sense if you know anything at all about how Atlas
But
works.
Simon, if you got the tape from Ryan, Kate could have got it from him.
He told me he doesn't lend it out.
He lent it to you.
But I didn't kill her. Do a lab test on the card. His DNA will be all over it.
And what if yours is all over it?
It won't be. I didn't kill her. I'm sorry. Just give me a minute. I need some painkillers.
Hey. Was he bolting? Yeah, I think he just bolted. Which, to be honest, I feel like it wasn't Simon,
Why did
but
he go in such a hurry? Is he trying to act as suspiciously as possible?
running like that doesn't help anything there, dude. Emma, do you know where Simon went?
Just a few more questions, if you don't mind.
Did Simon mention walking home with anyone after the meeting last Friday?
No, he just came home. Why?
He didn't mention walking home with Kate?
No, definitely not.
Have you seen this anywhere before?
I've seen it somewhere, but can't remember. Sorry, no.
Do you know whether Kate was in the running to be prime candidate or not?
I don't, but I do think she would have been chosen just because she was, you know, Kate.
You didn't discuss it with Kate?
No. No, she never talked about this.
Okay,
All
that's it
right.
for now. Thank you.
No, that's not it. I meant to go to the pub. Ding.
Ask about a few more things, please.
Do you know what a prime candidate is?
At Atlas, it's the best student.
And what does that mean?
It means they get a guaranteed job with a very good salary. Well, that's the idea anyway.
But?
Mostly they aren't up to it.
And what happens then?
They get sacked.
Okay.
Did you know Kate Vine was a prime candidate?
No.
Have you seen patterned tape like this anywhere before?
Oh, Ryan's got some. I know because I borrowed it.
When was that?
A couple of months ago?
Have you still got it?
I don't think so. I haven't seen it since then.
Wait a second. Didn't she say something? I don't know, this might be a long shot, but didn't she say something that she taped over the broken window? And are you lying to me, Rebecca? You are lying to me. I think maybe she just used different tape.
You last saw that sticky tape 2 months ago. Is that correct?
Yes.
So how come you used it last week to tape over the broken window outside? That's the same tape.
Well, I must have been mistaken.
You see, the reason I'm asking is that it's exactly the same tape that was found attached to Kate's driving license, found at the scene. The tape that only Ryan has. Ryan, and of course, you.
So what are you saying?
Who's got the tape now? Do you know where it is?
No. No, I don't know where it is. Why are you asking me about this tape?
You seem nervous, Rebecca.
Yeah, she does.
Is there a problem?
What's up, Rebecca?
Accusing me of having something to do with that woman's murder, aren't you?
I wasn't accusing you of anything, Rebecca. Unless there's something you'd like to tell me.
No, I wouldn't like to tell you anything.
Okay, well, that's fine. Obviously, we'll be swabbing everyone in the area for DNA, so if anything comes up on Kate's license, DNA traces.
What will come up? Nothing will come up. Right, I've had enough. I've got to get back.
Wow.
Would you like to explain to me exactly what is going on?
Yes,
Which
please.
bit? The fact that some leggy bitch was trying to steal my husband?
Oh.
I think you had better tell me what you know.
Oh, I wasn't expecting that.
Okay. You want to know what I know? Kate Vine seduced my husband and was going to blackmail him. Not only did she sleep with him, that whore did it just for his money, our money.
How did you work that out?
I heard her. I knew it was her arguing with Emma Bowman. Emma was trying to talk her out of it.
And how did she come to be at the lake?
She dropped that driving license thing when she came in. She was drunk. She dropped her bag. I took it out to the woods and stuck it over the lake. Then I waited for her. When she came out,
Wow.
I told her where it was, said someone had just run off into the woods with it.
You led her to a lake.
She was reaching out over the lake to get it. I didn't do anything, she just fell in.
But you let her drown.
It was dark, I couldn't see anything, I couldn't help her.
Really? Did you try, Rebecca?
Well, it was too late. She was just flapping about in the water. It was pathetic, she was making these gurgling sounds.
And what did you do?
Oh my
I got a
god.
big stick. I just pushed her down with it until she stopped.
Oh my
Well, she was
god.
dead anyway, what did it matter?
You killed her.
Yeah, you did.
She slept with my husband.
She didn't, Rebecca.
What do you mean?
You got the wrong girl.
Who? Emma. It was Emma.
Rebecca Rand, I am arresting you for the murder
Whoa.
of Kate Vine. You do not have to say anything, but anything you do say may be taken down and will be used in evidence against you. Do you understand?
Yes.
Crazy lady. Wow.
So,
I didn't
appears
do
that Kate
anything.
Vine's
I just
death
shoved her
was
under
a
the water with a
tragic case of
stick.
mistaken identity. But there are some loose threads here. What was Ryan doing with Kyle and that girl in the woods? What if I hadn't interrupted? And what really happened to Liam last year? It seems I've only scratched the surface of Atlas and the Rand business empire. Trying to find out about Paul Rand's past is like peering into dense fog. He gives nothing away and covers his tracks with military efficiency. However, what is known is that Paul Rand has a lot of connections in high places, politicians, celebrities, business leaders. Perhaps James Wilson's ideas weren't too wide of the mark after all. I get the feeling there's still a lot more to learn about the Rand business empire.
You're gonna have to excuse us. Atlas is closed for the moment, but we'll be open again very soon.
Well, I'm sure.
Thank you for your interest.
Ugh. Yeah, I wasn't expecting it to be Rebecca. Okay. Jeez. Well, thank you guys so much for coming and hanging out with some contradiction. That was cool. Let me know if you guys are if you pegged Rebecca for it. I thought I was just gonna ask her about the tape and it was gonna lead me somewhere. So wow. Yeah, thank you guys so much. As always, if you enjoyed this video, if you wouldn't mind dropping a like and subscribe, that always makes my day and it really helps out the channel a lot. I also have a Discord where if you want to come hang out, I post new video notifications there. I also have a Twitter. I'm just not as good about doing it on there. I always forget. And yeah, I really hope that they do another one of these. I know this game was, what, from 2015, so I'm not sure that they ever will, but it would be amazing if they did, because that was pretty cool. I really enjoyed this. Let me know what you guys thought of this. But yeah, thank you guys so much, and as always, until next time, take care, stay safe, bye!